She stormed across the grass like she owned the earth beneath her shoes, waving a phone in the air. "You can't move in here. This whole lakefront is HOA property. Officers, arrest him right now," she screamed, pointing at me as if I was trespassing on government land. Two cops stood by their cruiser, clearly unsure, their eyes shifting from her to me. My hands were still on the heavy oak dresser I was unloading from the truck, my wife holding the other side. I didn't even raise my voice. "This is my cabin," I said slowly, keeping my eyes locked on the officers, "and I have the deed." But Karen wasn't backing down. She pulled out a crumpled sheet of paper with the HOA's letterhead printed on it. She slapped it against the cop's chest. "He doesn't have access. The HOA board banned him. He cannot be here." The paper was shaking in her hand, and I noticed it didn't even have a signature. The cop unfolded it, glanced at the sloppy print, then frowned. "Ma'am, this isn't an official notice. It's just typed up." Her face flushed red. "Don't you get it? If he stays, he gets access to the lake. That's for members only. He's not one of us," she barked. My wife let out a sharp laugh under her breath, setting the dresser down. "Funny," she said, her voice calm but cutting, "because the lakefront came with the property. It's not HOA controlled." For a moment there was silence. The birds over the water chirped as if mocking the chaos. Karen's eyes darted to me, then to the cops, then back to me again. I leaned forward just enough so she could hear every word. "You're standing on my land, and if you keep pushing, you might not like what comes next." The officers exchanged a look, half curiosity, half suspicion. One of them muttered, "Wait, you actually own this?" That was the first crack in Karen's armor, and I could see it. But she wasn't done yet. Her voice
rose again,
sharper than before. "Don't listen to him. He's lying. He forged it. Arrest him before it's too late." And in that split second, I knew she had no idea who she was really dealing with. One cop stepped closer, hand resting lightly on his belt. "Sir, do you have proof of ownership on you right now?" he asked, voice steady, but eyes curious. Karen jumped in before I could answer. "He doesn't. He's bluffing. I've lived here 15 years. I know every deed. He's just showed up with a truck and thinks he can claim waterfront property like it's free land." Her voice cracked, but she tried to cover it with more yelling. I didn't rush. I pulled my wallet from my back pocket and slid out a folded document sealed in plastic. My wife had insisted we keep it with us during the move. I handed it over to the officer. "This is the recorded deed. County seal recorded last month." The cop's eyebrows lifted as he studied it. He showed it to his partner, who gave a slow nod. Karen's face tightened like stone. No, this isn't right. That property has always been HOA controlled. You can't just the free." The officer interrupted her firm this time. "Ma'am, this shows clear ownership. It's notarized and filed." Karen's voice dropped into a hiss. "You don't understand. If he gets this cabin, he gets the gate, the dock, the lakefront. Do you know what that means? The HOA loses access." Her words tumbled out like a confession she didn't mean to make. My wife stepped forward, her calm smile making Karen shake with rage. "Exactly. Which means your little rules don't reach us. And maybe you should be careful before calling cops on a property you don't control." Karen's jaw clenched, but instead of backing off, she pulled something else from her bag. A bright yellow slip of paper with the words "Notice of Violation" printed in bold. She slapped it on the hood of my truck. "Their first fine. You'll be paying the HOA whether you like it or not." The cops exchanged another look, but I only smiled. "Interesting," I said softly, "because the county sheriff already warned me about fake notices in this area. He told me to save every single one for evidence." Karen froze mid-breath. The cops looked at her sharply now. The silence stretched heavy between us until one of them asked me, "Wait, who did you say warned you?" I let the pin moment hang before answering. "The sheriff himself. Old friend of mine." Karen's face turned pale. Karen's laugh came out high-pitched and shaky. "Oh please, you don't know the sheriff. You're just making things up because you got caught. These officers aren't stupid." She gestured wildly at them, but they didn't move. One of them was still staring at the deed, the other now studying Karen like he just noticed something strange. My wife crossed her arms, watching the scene like a calm storm. "Funny," she said, tilting her head. "Because just last week the sheriff had dinner at our place. He told us all about the fake HOA violations people keep handing out around here." She let the words hang,